Hello everyone, my name is Chaseter and welcome back to another GTA Online video. Today we're going to be doing another garage tour and we're going to be doing a Ubermacht garage tour today. And I'm really excited to get into this one. Ubermacht is one of my favorite car brands in GTA Online. But before we get into that, make sure to leave a thumbs up if you enjoy this video and subscribe if you're new. That would mean a lot to me and the channel. And let's get right into the garage tour. We're just going to go right off the bat and start with the Cipher. This is one of my favorite cars in the game. I know I say that a lot about a lot of cars in GTA, and I'm probably going to say it a lot more through these garage tours, but for real, the Cipher is a really good car. It's not the quickest thing in the world, but it looks absolutely fantastic. And as you can see in the left corner of my screen, I have two of these actually. I actually wanted a race version and just a regular street version. I went with the Zero Gas Racing livery, which, let's be honest, it takes after the M Racing BMW race liveries, and it looks absolutely insane, especially with the ice white. It just looks super crispy. For the wheels, I went with the Carbon Cheetah R's, and everything else is just kind of raced out. I put everything that I could to make it look like a race build, and it's pretty sick. This thing can cut corners pretty well, but I find the speed not being as good as I want it to be. I'm gonna say that. That's really all I have to say about this car. Moving on over here to an SUV. This one is the Ubermacht Rebla GTS, and my goodness, this thing is fast. I mean, for an SUV, this thing absolutely rips, and if you don't have this car, you need to pick it up right now. It's in a dark blue. Actually, I think it's just in a regular blue with maybe a surf blue or light blue pearlescent. Just kind of wanted it to resemble a BMW X5, and I think it went pretty well. I went with the Carbon Cheetah R's. I think the Cheetah R's are just an overall a really good wheel for the Ubermacht vehicles in GTA Online. So yeah, I went with those. There's not really much to say about this vehicle. It's pretty quick. Its handling is really awesome. It has a really cool sound to it. It has a deep rumble, just like the BMW M5. And it just looks really good. Rockstar did such a good job on the front ends of the new Ubermacht vehicles. And yeah, it just looks really sick. Moving on to the Ubermacht Rhinehart. Again, it has the same front end as these three here. Not the exact same, but you can really tell they went for the detail for these Ubermacht vehicles. This one, I'm not really into grand touring or like the wagon type cars. I think it's mostly like a European thing, which is totally fine. It's really cool. I could see myself if I had a family or like I needed to haul some stuff constantly, I would definitely want to drive one of these. I mean, if you're a dad and you got the need for speed, but at the same time you got to do dad stuff, this is what I imagine you would drive. Again, we went with the Cheetah R's. I mean, look at them. They look sick. And nothing much to say about this car. I mean, it's not as good as the Cipher or anything like that, but it's still cool. It looks different. That's why it's in this garage. I went with this cool red color, blacked everything else out, and it looks pretty sweet in my opinion. Moving on to the next vehicle, and we have the Oracle. This one has been in the game since day one, and it's just an OG. It needed to be in this garage. This thing is so cool. It takes after the 5 Series. I'm pretty sure it could be the 7 Series BMW, but these things are really cool. They have V8s in them. It's just got a big old body to it, and it's really fun to drive actually. And this thing's pretty quick, and especially when you put on the engine, turbo, and transmission, this thing absolutely tears up the asphalt. And I think I just went with the stock rims. I mean, they look good as is. The only downside to this car is the customization. Literally, it looks really plain, and it's because it has no customization. There's no spoiler options, no skirt options, no bumpers. Like, there's literally nothing. So But overall, OG vehicle, and I really like it. Moving on to the next one, we have the Sentinel Classic. This thing, my goodness, it's one of my dream cars for sure. It's actually one of my fiance's dream cars as well, and I kind of made this car for her. She's really into these pinkish maroon colors, and I kind of had that in mind while customizing this one. I think I just went with regular chrome. Oh man, what are those? I can't remember what rims those are. If you guys want to know, let me know in the comments below. But went really simple on this one. You can make it into a Riley build if you want, but for this one I just wanted a regular street car, and it just looks really sick. I went with like a Cabernet red and a salmon pink, I'm pretty sure, and the color is just phenomenal. I mean, just look at it. It looks amazing.
Another long ass day. I need a vacation.
Did this guy just say he needs a vacation?
Hey.
These two cars have been sitting in my garage for months now. You've got to be kidding me. I'm literally paying you just to stay there on your stupid little phone. Yeah, look at me. Look at my eyes.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Moving on to the Ubermacht Zion Classic. This thing is really cool. I'm not really into this body style of the Ubermacht or the BMW. It's just, I don't know. It looks too short and just, I don't know. Something about the body shape of this car I just don't like too much, but it is so quick. The handling's pretty good, but this thing really shines when it comes to speed. And yeah, I went with a black color with a red racing stripe down the middle of it, and kind of went with red with all the accents. There's quite a bit of customization for this car, but I love these cars in their simple form. But yeah, not much to say about this car. It's pretty fast. It's not my favorite or anything, but it's definitely going to be in my garage. Moving on to the other side of the garage, we have another Cipher. This one is very simplistic. As you can see, I didn't really go for any bumpers. I may have went with some bumpers and skirts, but if I did, they're very minimal and just kind of blacked out to kind of match the rest of the car. But I went with a dew yellow. I don't know why people hate on the color dew yellow, because this color is sick. I'm not even a yellow or green fan, but when it comes to dew yellow, it just looks so good. I went with the blue racing calipers, which, let me know if you guys like the look of this. I usually wouldn't do something like this, but I don't know. I just thought the blue would look cool. Black didn't really fit. Red didn't either. So I wanted to try something like blue. The stitching on the inside is yellow. I do wish I could do the stitching on the inside as blue to match the brake calipers, but unfortunately that is not an option. But still, overall, a sick car, just like the racing version. But coming up next, I saved the best two for last. And I say best because these cars have been in GTA 5 for so long, and they did so good. I mean, the first day, they made the Sentinel XS, and they hit it out of the park, in my opinion. Of course, it's not perfect or anything like that, but like I said, for being a day one GTA 5 car, I really do think they hit it out the park. Here we have the Zero Gas Racing livery. I wanted a matching set, and I think they look so good together. You got the older version and then the newer version. This car is so cool. It's got a really cool sound. It's been one of my favorite cars in the game. I'm sure I don't even have to say much about it. I'm sure you guys like it as well. I don't know what wheels I went for this, but I want to say they're like the Carbon S's or something like that. I could be totally wrong, but obviously I went with a white for the color. Looks really cool. And moving on to the last one, we have another Ubermacht Sentinel XS. And again, I just went with a super simple build. When I was like 16 and 17, this was my dream car, like a 335i with black accents and everything else white. I mean, this was the car that I had like postered up on my wall. I wanted one of these so bad. Unfortunately, I never got to own one of these, but in a way, I'm kind of glad I didn't. But that is going to do it for the Ubermacht Garage Tour. I really do hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below what you would rate this whole garage, not by just every single vehicle, but overall, what would you guys rate this garage? I know it's not very colorful in here or anything like that, but I love my simple builds. And yeah, this was the Ubermacht Garage. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.